everybody. So today you're going to be working in your Math Succeed book, modules 1 through 3, and I want you to turn to page 111. 111. So go ahead, pause this video, pull out the book, and turn to page 111. And when you're ready, press play. Okay, so yesterday we talked about counting on in a number path. And today we talked about counting on and counting back on your number path. So we're using addition and subtraction to help us, right? And in particular, we've been using addition to help us with subtraction. Well, we're also talking about when is it best to count on a number path, and when is it best to count back on a number path when we're subtracting. So let's look at that. So we're going to use this number path right here, and to help us fill out our number bond, solve the subtraction and the addition, right? Now, I can count backwards by starting at 9, which is right here, right? And hopping back 2 times. So when I'm counting on, I'm going to go this way. My numbers are going to get bigger. When I'm counting back, I'm going to go this way on my number path, and my numbers are going to get smaller. Counting on, bigger. Counting back, smaller. So we're going to practice the counting back right now. So I can count back from 9. I'm going to start with this number right here, and I'm going to count back 2 times because it's asking me to subtract 2. So when I subtract, I count back. So I'm going to go backwards 2 bunny hops. Ready? 9 is my starting. 1, 2. And where did I end up? I ended up at the number 7. That means 9 minus 2 equals 7. See how that works? Now, 7 is my missing part. So if 9 minus 2 equals 7, and this is my related fact, that means that 2 plus 7 must equal 9. Remember, they're related, so I have to use the same 3 numbers. 2, 7, 9. And when I subtract, here's my subtraction. My whole number, my biggest number, always goes in front of that minus sign. Now, let's complete the number bond. We knew 9 was our total. We took 2 bunny hops backwards, and we landed on the number 7. So now let's look at this second example. It says, solve the number sentences. Pick the best way to solve and check the box. Well, kind of check the boxes for us already. So we're going to kind of go with that. But I want you to know what to do for your asynchronous work. So we have 2 choices. We have 9 minus 1 and 9 minus 7. Now, if we're doing 9 minus 1, it'll be easier to count back because it's easier to go backwards 1 time. Okay? Otherwise, I'd have to think, 1 plus what equals 9? And that's a lot of counting on to do. So if I'm counting back, I'm going to start at 9, and I'm going to go backwards 1 bunny hop. Let's try it. Ready? Remember, the backwards is this way. So I'm going to start at my 9, go 1 bunny hop backwards, whoop, 1. Where do I end up? 8. Perfect. That means that 9 minus 1 equals 8. We counted back. This time, we have 8 minus 7. And those numbers are close together. So it's faster to count on from 7 to 8. These numbers are further apart. 9 and 1 is further away from 9. But 7 and 8 and 7 are right next to each other. So it's going to be easier to count on. And if I'm counting on I have to start with the smaller number. And then I stop at the bigger number. So for this one, I would start at 7 and stop at 8. Let's try it. Ready? Start at 7, stop at 8. How many bunny hops? 1. So that means that 8 minus 7 equals 1. So, you know, it's going to be hard to choose if you're going to count on or count backwards sometimes, and that's okay. Just think about how far apart or how close the numbers are. The closer the numbers are, it's easy to count on. The further apart they are, the easier it is to count back. But either way, we're going to come up with the same answer. And let me prove it to you. So instead of 9 minus 1 counting back, I'm going to count on. That means I would have to start with my small number 1 and count to 9. Ready? 1, and I'm going to stop here. 1 hop, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hops. Ah, is that what I had? That's what I had. And this time, I'm going to count back. I'm going to start with my, I'm going to count back. I'm going to start with my big number and go to my small number. Sorry, I had a little brain fart there for a minute. So I'm going to start at 8, and I'm going to count back to 7. How many bunny hops? 1. What was my answer here? 1. So either way, whether I'm counting on or counting back, I'm going to come up with the same answer. I'm going to find that missing number no matter what. So keep that in mind, okay? You will now go to page 113. You'll do page 113 and 114. 113, 114. Good luck. Don't forget to submit your work.